She performs all over LA and was Harriet Tubman in a former life. Please welcome Dana Keel.
What's up, everybody? I'm Dana Keel. She said that. Oh my goodness, what a great room. I've never noticed this spot. I've worked all over like LA and Hollywood. I've never noticed this spot, so it is wonderful to see your faces. Who felt the earthquake today? Right? So I'm a teacher, and we do earthquake drills and we do fire drills only to get to the big one and not know what to do. I was like, okay, I do the table. They're like, no, Miss Keel, in the doorway. And I'm like, okay. Like I didn't know, and then I was like, okay, and then like we have to evacuate. I was just like, and now we got to go outside. I was like, that's crazy. Like I was like, I have no idea what to do. Like I'm totally shaken. Anybody else? Like we do all this drilling, and then you still. I feel like when you're on trains, planes, and in public spaces, the evacuation map is the hardest thing to read. I was on a gig last week, and the leader told us. She said, wherever the nearest exit is, that is your evacuation route. And I'm like, I'm with it. Like, where's the sunlight coming in? I'm running in that direction. I noticed when I got on this lineup, so excited, but that I was your only African-American female Gen Xer, like on the whole lineup, which makes me your oracle from the Matrix, right? There is no spoon. There is no spoon. And I'm a proud Gen Xer, and I feel like we have a diverse room. I'm not gonna look too hard at anybody. I don't know how people feel about age, but I know I see some Gen Xers in the room, definitely millennials. Are there any Gen Zs in here? I do wanna know that. Okay, woo, I gotta talk to you in a bit. But here's the thing, like, you can look at the birthdays, but how do you really know Gen Xers? You know us because we love 90s, golden era hip hop, right? But we still need reading glasses, right? To check our mail, a couple of pair. Big, because I won't remember where that pair is. Biggie, can't you see? Right? Somehow these words just hypnotize me. And I don't know about the other Gen Xers in the room, but the font on my phone looks like that right there. Like, that's what I need to see. Also, I noticed, I'm gonna talk about the Gen Zs, there I go with my age showing, Gen Zs and millennials for a second. So when Gen Zs turn 23, they say it's their Jordan year, like that's the kind of the going thing. And I've been around the country, and apparently it's only something that is said here in LA. When millennials turn 33, they say it's their Jesus year, right? So I turned 56, and I'm like, whoa, right? What year is that? Like, if you like football and you are a Gen Xer, then you might know who Lawrence Taylor is. And so Lawrence Taylor wore the number 56 on his New York Giants jersey, like the whole time he was for the Giants. But I started looking at my heroes, right? So Harriet Tubman, we just talked about her. Y'all, she was 27 when she escaped slavery and started freeing slaves. I'm like, what were we doing in our 20s, right? Do you know what I'm saying? But then that would make my Harriet Tubman year gone, right? And then I thought my other hero, Rosa Parks, right? Got us off the back of the bus. She was 42, like she wasn't a young woman. That happened. But my Rosa Parks year would also be gone. We know that Kamala Harris is running for president, but the first black woman to run for president was Shirley Chisholm at the age of 48. Y'all, but my Chisholm, my Parks, and my Tubman years are all gone. I'm a math teacher, so I realized that if you take 23 Jordan and you combine that with 33 Jesus together, they make 56, making it my Jesus and my Jordan year combined, right? But that also makes next year my Heinz 57 year. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, when you get up here to this age, and my Gen Xers know, and anybody over 50 or 55 knows, there's a couple things you cannot do. We're gonna talk about just a couple of them. First of them, you can't fall over a certain age. You can't fall up here. I feel like gravity pulls on me harder now that I am at this birthday. And I discovered as a teacher running after a third grader, an 8-year-old, who had called me a scallywag with no edges. Right? No edges. For the non-blacks in the room, that would be the temples. That would be the hair that is on the temples. We call them edges. We'll talk about that later too. But she had called me a scallywag, which is not a good thing. That would be the 8-year-old word for bitch. a scallywag with no edges, and I was chasing her. Now, 8-year-olds have something that 56-year-olds have outgrown. That would be speed and agility. You know what I'm saying? So she like, I grabbed her because like she hit a boy and I'm trying to stop her from hitting anybody else. Y'all, she shook loose from me. I dropped to the ground straight on my right knee. Oh my God. And I'm sure y'all have heard of Bernie Mac. He used to have a saying, it was back to the white meat. Oh, but it was. So I felt this like buzzing, burning, itching sensation in my knee. Like a week later, I go to my Gen Z coworker and she goes, "Oh, Miss Kiel, that's arthritis. Y'all just get that." I said, "No, we don't just get that. We are not at the bar requesting arthritis gin and juice, please. Like not reading glasses Pinot, not menopause juice and gin, and not HBP, that would be high blood pressure for those that are too young to know, edibles. We want CBD edibles like everybody else. We don't want pill caddies. We don't want the kit either." So I'm just saying you cannot fall over 50. You can't be a hoe, really, over 50 either. Black may not crack, but it grays, right? It loses balance, it loses focus, but it grays, and gray hair is gangster. It not only grays up top, but for my women of all cultures and colors, it grays everywhere else. Just keep on living, is all I'm saying. Just keep on living. That's what the black preachers say in church. Keep on living. Another thing that's tough, I drive Uber Eats to supplement my teacher salary, to supplement being a stand-up. And let me just tell you, driving Uber Eats, I already had rules. Like, my rules are like, if it's gonna take you like 3 or 4 texts to tell me where you are, come on down and get your food. You know what I'm saying? By the time I read all this, your food gonna be cold. If you are in your unit, healthy, under 30, not being given care, not caregiving, and you live on the 3rd floor and down, come on down and get this food. Like, because none of y'all ever live by the elevator. None of you ever live by the stairs. It's a labyrinth at best. I'm going into the matrix trying to bring you your food. But I have made some new discoveries. Y'all, there are actually buildings that don't have stairs. Stairs, I'm lying. Elevators is what I meant to say. Almost messed up the joke. We got it back though. Y'all, I'm just saying, if you live on the 3rd floor and up and your building does not have an elevator, come on down and get this food. Because let me just tell you, the picture of your food is gonna be from that bottom step. You know what I'm saying? If you see my face on the app, it's gonna be from that bottom step. Olivia in that mushroom carpet at Cloverdale in 6. I don't care nothing about you. I don't care nothing about you in that building. Me and these knees, we've been together for 56 years. We want 44 more. Do you know what I'm saying? And you and your stairs, your mushroom carpet, your sweet fin are not about to come between me and the power of my knees. Then, y'all, people have gate codes that are over 4 digits. And I'm just like, if your gate code is 7 digits or more, come on down and get this food. That's too many numbers to punch. Colin in Culver City, because that was his name. He had a gate code to get into the courtyard. There was a gate code to get into the building. There was no elevator. He was on the 3rd. When I got up there, Colin gonna say to me, "How'd you get up here?" My knees, them 2 gate codes in these stairs, Colin. Y'all, and I don't, like, who orders? I know everybody in here orders, I know you do. So sometimes people will put a pin on their order. So I have to see you. For me to get delivered, to get my money, I have to get your pin. So Colin, I had to come up here. Just saying, like, Uber Eats, y'all. LA will make you, speaking of driving Uber Eats, LA will take all spirituality and religion away when you're on the road. Who loses religion and spirituality out here when you're driving? Like, I am in the car like, I am awesome. I am divine. You're a pissing bitch! Like, just all of a sudden, I am peace. I'm just saying, like, there's the best way to lose religion out here driving Uber Eats for y'all. I will leave you with this. The one thing I will say about being over a certain age, over 55, going into these 56s and all the things, first of all, I am single and I hate it. When you are single, you are typically just one daddy issue away from falling on the wrong dick anyway, over a certain age. You are worried about a thigh gap, straight teeth, and good credit when you're single over this age. But I do know what I want in a partner. 3 things. Let me tell you about them before I get out of here. Number 1, I love languages is what I call them. I stole it from the man's book because none of my languages are in his book. Number 1, snacks. It's my first love language. Like menopause snacks, Zoom snacks, airplane snacks. I said I was a teacher, so other people's kids snacks. That's number 1. Number 2, manifesting, like the law of attraction, right? I'm out here getting my parking spaces. Rachel said there's no parking, but I named and claimed. That's what we say in the Black church, name it and claim it. I claimed my parking space and got one right outside. Right. And number 3, last love language. I love R&B music. I love soul music. Obviously, I'm Black. I've been Black all my life. I love soul music. And I believe that Michael Jackson's Off the Wall album is truly the greatest piece of R&B of the 20th, possibly the 21st century. And so if you love those 3 things, that would be off the wall again. Like I love those 3 things and you're single in this room, we should be together. In fact, we go together. I want to rock with you, right? All night. Y'all know this song, Rock You in the Day Sunlight. Okay, I'm Dana Kill. That is my time. Thank you so much.
Dana Keel, everyone. All right, everyone, are you ready for your headliner tonight?